Bonjour à tous et à toutes, aujourd'hui on va sur RoboCop les gens. L'homme cybernétique. Si le jeu voulait bien fonctionner... Ah bah c'est sûr. Ouais,
Another
c'est sûr.
fucking glitch. What a shit show.
Everything's ready.
Switch him back on already.
Lewis!
Whoa, Robo. Calm down. He'll tear the equipment apart.
Wendell Antonowski ran away and Lewis is in the hospital. What did you do? Just stand there and watch it as it happened?
I want to see her.
She's in surgery as we speak, so that's not gonna happen. Instead, you're gonna go through with your psych evaluation.
Let me go!
The old man wasn't happy that I let you skip your first session and was adamant that I make sure you attend
Ah
this
oui,
one.
le jeu de course.
Especially since the problem of you malfunctioning is obviously
C'est
persistent.
pareil pour
So,
Spider-Man.
doctor, do your
Pour
thing.
1 minute, j'ai dû couper
What?
la musique pour 1 minute.
Now? He's in no shape
Parce
to be
qu'il me pétait les
examined.
couilles pour 1 minute de
I'm
musique.
afraid that I must insist.
This is highly unprofessional.
Ouais, c'est
I
n'importe quoi.
need to apprehend Wendell.
Ouais,
I don't
c'est
think you understand your options, Shiny, in that you don't have any. You either comply or you'll be dismantled. I'm only really rooting for one of these options.
Very well.
Doctor?
If this is supposed to resemble a therapy session in
Oh, ça
any
va,
way, I need everyone that isn't my
Je
client
joue
to
pas
leave.
souvent alors.
That is not negotiable. And is it
Moi je commence
necessary
par le
to have
début
him
et je finis
restrained?
par les grosses voitures à la fin.
That's for your safety. What if he loses control? Exactly.
Ah mais ça vient,
If
ils vont
anything
les
goes
rajouter par une.
wrong, just use this reset button. One press, and he goes back to La La Land.
Okay, let's leave the good doctor to work. And Robo, see me after this is over.
Putain
I'm
de chien de
sorry it
merde.
has to look like this. Are you at least sitting comfortably enough to have
Ouais,
this
je suis à ma grand-mère,
conversation?
bah celui qu'on a récupéré. Je suis désolé.
My partner was shot, and I need
Hein?
to find the person responsible.
You
Pas le
do,
mercredi, non.
but I think you'll agree that you should be in the best shape possible to undertake that task. I understand this is not an ideal situation, and this is probably the last place you want to be right now.
I'm not the only one unwilling to be here. Your heart rate is above 120 BPM.
You're equipped with a heart rate monitor? I imagine it comes in handy in your line of work.
It does.
I agree this whole thing is happening rather fast, but we are both professionals at helping others. So how about we start again?
Et là, il
My
faut que
name
tu
is
prouves
Dr.
pour
Olivia
que...
Naturally, I've heard people refer to you by different names, but I'm curious to hear which one you prefer.
RoboCop is the name I was given.
If that is what you prefer, then RoboCop it is. I've worked with many police officers that have gone through traumatic experiences, but I think we can both agree that you are no ordinary police officer. How do you see your situation?
Ouais.
I am a machine, built using OCP's finest technology with the brain of a fallen officer, Alex Murphy.
The best money can buy, from what I hear. But that's something that I've already learned from the reports. What I would much rather hear is how do you perceive yourself?
Perceive?
Yes. See, what I found immensely helpful in working with my patients is transparency. In order to
VPN,
help each
ouais,
other,
mais
we need to be able to
comme
see
tu
each
vois
other
là, je vais
fully.
créer un serveur, un serveur NAS. Je vais être obligé d'utiliser un VPN si je veux le faire sortir le NAS. Le mec il expliquait un truc, c'est pas con. Parce que le mec il expliquait, alors c'est un peu bizarre à mettre en place. Et quand tu utilises ton PC grand, par exemple un aéroport, tu utilises la connexion de l'aéroport. Tu utilises la Wi-Fi, tu peux utiliser un VPN, mais ce qu'il expliquait lui, c'est que ton PC tu peux le connecter à l'aéroport en VPN, il va passer directement à ton NAS, sur ton NAS, et renvoyer les informations sur ton PC. Donc tu n'utilises du tout pas le réseau, presque pas du tout le réseau de l'aéroport. Si les mecs essayent de regarder ce que tu fais, mais ils peuvent pas voir. Parce que comme...
Do not say I did not warn you.
c'est faisable. Le mec, il a
Consider
expliqué
me
parce que lui,
warned.
des moments, il
Now that
va à
you see
droite,
me
à
the
gauche.
way I am,
Il a fait ça
do
sur
you
son PC
wish
portable,
to
comme ça.
push the
Il se
reset
il se
button?
connecte pas au serveur de
Your heart rate
l'aéroport, il se
remains
connecte directement à
high.
son serveur NAS.
No, not at all. It's actually my secret.
Ouais,
that
bah
is
lui, il fait
making
pas.
me
Il
nervous,
passe
not
par... Il se
yours.
connecte au
You're not the
réseau,
only one
machin.
here with
Mais
prosthetic
comme il
body
utilise un
parts.
VPN, et ben il se connecte
This
directement à son
hand.
NAS.
You must have wondered what happened. Some time ago, I was a victim of a crime. A
Ah!
thief broke into my house. He made a lot of noise, and my neighbors called the police.
Bah, il s'est
An
fait
edge
pirater,
your mind
et
reacted to the
l'aéroport, c'est
call
pas
and
sécurisé.
mistakenly recognized me as a threat. My hand was red mist moments later. Since that day, I have become, let's say,
Ah bah là, on a
a
l'avion, c'est
little
encore pire.
leery of machines.
Ah oui.
Do you fear me?
I fear the unpredictability that machines bring with them. So when I heard there was a chance to contribute to the research on the stability of OCP's mechanical units, I jumped at the opportunity.
Hein?
I hope you don't find it unprofessional. Getting that off my chest made me
Si,
feel
t'as
a
des
bit better.
connexions, mais c'est payant.
How about you check my pulse now?
It has dropped below
Ça coûte un bras.
120 BPM.
You see, I don't just impose things.
Non, mais le mec,
onto
ce qu'il
my
fait, lui,
clients. I
c'est qu'il se
practice what
connecte,
I
son
preach because it
ordinateur, il se
seems
connecte
to
directement à son NAS,
work. I think
n'importe
that
où qu'il est,
makes
même
for a
dans
very
l'étranger.
promising start.
Il se connecte à son NAS, et c'est son NAS qui sert d'un navigateur web. Et comme il est en VPN, eh ben, les personnes ne voient ce qu'il fait entre les deux. S'il en transfère des fichiers vers son NAS, personne ne voit ce qu'il fait. Non, pas avec un VPN. Un VPN, tu es tranquille. Non, non, le VPN, c'est trop... Si tu prends un bon VPN, t'es sécurisé. Comme grande. Il se fait pas arrêter parce qu'il fait pas de conneries. Trop de conneries de fait. Non.
All done. Robo, there's something I need
Ah
to
non, non,
show
non,
you.
je regarde pas beaucoup de monde. Bah là, je joue internet, je regarde presque plus les informations. Ça me... Non, parce que là, pour l'instant, je ne regarde plus les informations, ça m'énerve. Et me dit trop les streamers.
I know that OCP can be a real pain in the ass, but this might change your mind a bit. We've been working behind the scenes on giving her sidearm the treatment it deserves. The Auto 9 can now be equipped with a motherboard. Once the motherboard is in, you'll be able to mount a number of processors on it. Each processor can vastly improve your aim, damage, or stability. See for yourself.
Ouais, bah attends. Là, c'est la puce en plus. Oh. Putain, le chien, j'ai envie de le zinguer, mais le transformer en pâté moussine. Putain, il n'y en a pas un qui pourrait quand même. Ah ça. 15%. Oh, 21%, j'aurais bien gardé pour entre. Like Dragon. Like de mes couilles. Là, il m'y couille. Ah! Ça doit. Ça doit picoter la gorge. Hein. Les rognons, non, c'est... Moi aussi. Putain, le chien, j'ai envie de le zinguer. Ah ouais. De toute façon... Faire que 5%, c'est bon.
Be on the lookout. There's OCP tech in everything. You wouldn't believe how many useful processors can be salvaged from old devices. Okay, that's it from me. Becker wants to see you. He's taken over Reed's office. Say what you want about the man, but that takes guts.
Now for something positive. The daughter of Jens Danielson, Prime Minister of Norway, who was brutally murdered during last year's parliamentary session.
Après, ouais. Ah oui, pas lié, je suis un fou.
News on Lewis?
Oui.
Not yet, but she's been through worse. Don't think too much about it.
You know you're right. We should
Ouais, il est
stay
pas mal.
strong and
Ah bah il est pas mal, hein.
just like
Franchement, ouais. Il est pas mal, il est en cours de développement et franchement, mais il est un peu trop bavard, mais bon. C'est comme le début, c'est toujours pareil.
I'm telling you, Magnavolt commercials are not kidding when they say lethal response.
What do you mean?
Once a week, I have to call the cops.
Il y a Baby 4 qui doit sortir en mois de... mois de décembre. Ah ouais, moi je... Ouais, je vais peut-être le prendre.
Hey, Murphy, do you have a minute?
Did you say
je t'attends.
Lewis?
Yeah. Me and a bunch of guys
Je t'attends,
decided to
pour jouer.
sign this get well card for her. I figured that you'd want to sign it as well.
A get well card.
Yeah, I know it's...
Bah c'est vrai, mais avec qui tu veux jouer? Avec Monsieur B, c'est pas la peine. Avec Monsieur D, c'est pas la peine.
I am sure she will appreciate that.
Thanks, Murphy. I knew you'd understand. Actually, there are a few signatures that we still need. Could you ask them? I think I need a break. To start, Kowalski is hiding somewhere in the lobby.
Understood.
Ouais, mais ça... Ouais, n'importe quelle langue. Toutes les langues. Pareil. Même en italien, en tout ce que tu veux, tu te feras ban. Pareil. Même en suceur de strudel, c'est pareil.
Oh, I didn't see you there, Murphy.
What are you doing here, officer?
Nothing much. Just trying to collect my thoughts.
Would you sign the get well card for Lewis? I am supposed to get it signed and then pass it on to another officer.
Yeah, sure thing. That's a great idea.
Hein? Ah, partout!
There you go. Signed.
Le montier avec
You pass it
le
along
truc.
to another officer. I think I'd like to stay here for a little bit longer.
Ah, je sais pas. Faut que tu lises son truc à...
Understandable. Take your time.
Thanks, Murphy. Kurtz hasn't signed it yet. He was in the locker room last time I saw him.
C'est juste le truc. Je veux dire, je vais pas dire parce que sinon, moi je suis en bas livre aussi, je vais me faire ban sinon.
My heat signature
Tu dis juste ce qui va. Que le speedy était fini, t'es en bas.
Oh, you talking to me? Yeah, I guess I stayed here longer than I anticipated.
I have a card.
Ouais, mais
to
t'as plus
sign.
droit. Il y a la tu peux mettre machin, mais il faut pas mettre
I'd love to sign it, but I don't want to get it
la phrase
wet.
complète que je te
Could
dis,
you
il faut pas la
grab
mettre.
my towel for me?
Oh merde,
Yellow
excusez-moi,
one,
j'ai oublié de changer le
should
nom.
be by my locker.
J'ai laissé en
Ok.
Craftopia, là j'ai mis Robocop. Ouais, excusez-moi les gens, j'ai fait une merde là. Non, j'ai fait une merde, moi j'ai mis Craftopia à place de Robocop, Robocop Rogue City. Robocop. De qui? Robocop? Non. Ouais. Ok. Excusez-moi. Excusez-moi les gens, je suis tellement parti vite, j'ai même pas le temps de changer le nom. Voilà. Je sais pas, j'ai jamais trop fouillé. D'accord. Avec le costume. Bah, avec le costume, ouais, ça devait. Il est costaud. C'est comme dans James Bond, les mecs, il y a même un mec, un fan, qui a vu que les mecs, les pneus, c'était pas les mêmes que dans H. Ah, mais les mecs, un fan a vu que dans, je sais plus quel James Bond, sur une scène, il a vu que c'était pas les mêmes pneus. Je sais pas comment il a fait. Hein. Non, comme dans une scène, il y a. Ils ont changé. Oui, le mec expliquait dans un truc d'une vidéo, dans un making-of, il expliquait qu'ils ont dû changer les pneus parce que les autres pneus ne tenaient pas l'adhérence au niveau de l'endroit.
Hasn't signed a card yet. Be a good guy and get it to her, okay? She's at the range. She'll yell at me if she finds out there was a card for Lewis and she didn't get to sign it.
I will make sure that happens.
Oh, d'accord. D'accord, je vais donner la serviette au policier pour qu'il. Et il me dit maintenant de descendre.
Piece of shit.
Is everything all right?
I think my service weapon ain't calibrated right.
I could perform a check for you.
Yeah, okay. Give it a go. I guess you don't have any problems with it.
Your service weapon is calibrated correctly.
Yeah, I guess so.
What is the matter?
I can't lie. I wanted to come here and blow off some steam, but my hands are shaking thinking about Lewis.
Officer,
It's just that if it happened to you, it could have happened to any one of us. Lewis is one tough cookie. She'll pull through, I'm sure of it. But I'm not so sure I could say the same thing about my partner. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make it about me.
it is difficult.
Is there anything I can do for you?
You can sign this get well card for Lewis.
Sure thing. There you go.
Comme dirait Satan.
Almost everyone's already here. That says a lot about her impact on all of us. There's only one person missing, Sergeant Reed. He's in
Ouais,
the
acheter un casque
garage.
filaire. Il est meilleur. Ah non, moi j'ai ce que j'ai, je suis content. Le chat il bouffe les câbles. Bien fait. C'est bien baby, continue à bouffer les fils à brande. Bouffe le câble d'optique aussi tant que tu y es. Ouais, mais tu lui dis d'attaquer le câble d'optique comme ça ils vont... Il n'y aura plus d'internet.
Do you have a minute? I noticed you running around the precinct.
I am collecting signatures on a get well card for Lewis.
I know. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. I ride everyone hard, and they probably see me as a drill sergeant. And maybe they think that I do it because I don't care. But I do care for each and every one of you. And what I'm trying to say is that I'd like to sign that card, if you let me.
We are a family. You should sign it.
Everyone's here already. Lewis, she made an impact. We've got to get the ones that did that to her.
That is my intention.
Right. Keep the card. She should get it from you. Thank you, Murphy.
On est bien, il faut faire pigeon. Pip, 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 pigeon, pigeon. Pip, 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 pigeon, pigeon. C'est sûr. Une fois, moi, ça m'arrivait parce qu'il me plaisait.
You are very determined. I must have seen your application like 20 times.
I assumed they were getting lost in the mail.
Huh, that didn't stop you, did it? You're persistent and capable, too. Highest marks on all the written tests. Pretty much an ideal candidate. Aside from the fact that you don't meet any of the physical requirements, that's actually remarkable. Short stuff.
Unfortunately, sir.
Why is being a cop so important to you?
My father was a police officer, and his father was one too.
A police family, huh? It must be heartbreaking not to be able to continue a family tradition. You know, I have the power to look the other way and make you a cop despite your shortcomings. In exchange, I only ask for one thing. Your complete loyalty. And maybe a touch of gratitude as well.
Will I still get a badge? Like a proper police officer?
Badge?
Le problème de
Oh,
Call of Duty, c'est
sure.
la
Then
sous-merde,
Officer
les
Washington is
tricheurs
reporting for duty.
et les
Good.
putains de connards qui fait que
There you
t'insulter.
go, young'un.
Is
Si, il
is that
l'améliore.
blood?
Tout le temps.
We don't make a badge
Mais
for
ils
every
disent pas
new
ce qu'ils font dessus
officer.
parce que
We
sinon ça
just
serait vas-y, les mecs ils vont
reassign the
trouver.
old ones
Bah tiens,
after
mais on peut
cops
passer ça comme ça.
retire.
Or die.
RoboCop. I'm a big fan.
Well, that's great, because you'll be spending a lot of time together.
Meaning?
Aside from his regular dispatch duty, Officer Washington will become your personal overseer.
Overseer.
Yes, you will report to me on his every action. Hopefully that will prevent him from continuing to tarnish his already murky reputation. His recent behavior casts a shadow on OCP, and we can't have that.
That's a lot of responsibility for a rookie.
Every other cop refused this post. But you won't. You wouldn't jeopardize your career, right?
No, sir.
I would like to proceed with my investigation, now that we know that the new guy is Wendell Antonowski.
Was he even listening to anything I've been saying? Absolutely fucking not. You're off the case. Actually, you're off all cases. There's a bunch of documents that need archiving in the records room. That's your priority now.
Understood.
Now go. I'll tell Achilles about what's what in this godforsaken place.
It's Ulysses, sir.
Hey, first rule, kiddo, never question your superiors.
Alors Spider-Man, tu joues bien une personne qui est sourde. Ça fait bizarre, hein. J'étais surpris quand je vois la
Hi,
personne.
Murphy. I was told you'd come.
Ouais, ça fait bizarre, hein, d'entendre qu'une personne
What
qui est sourde,
seems to be the
qui
problem?
n'entend rien. Oh, la
Mr.
vache.
Becker wants you to do some maintenance work, so, please scan the servers, see
Ça
if
va
they're
être horrible de
operating
pas entendre.
properly. I'm sure they are, but he insisted I found a job here for you. Yeah, I wish I
Non,
had
non, on
something
était là
more
persuadés, on
exciting
entendait
for you
ce
to
que-
do, since
elle
for
est sourde, la
me,
personne.
this is where all the action happens.
Explain.
Voilà.
With this wealth of
Tu entends ce que
information at
elle
your
entend, tu vois.
fingertips, this records room should be a real hotbed of activity. Others
Rien.
don't seem to know how fun it is to dig through all this stuff. You can play a real-life detective here.
Officer Cecil, you are a detective.
Yeah, but mostly just a paper pusher.
So, if one wanted to find out the whereabouts of a particular criminal, what would one do?
That's easy. Just check the computer in the back. Type in who you're looking for and see if there are any matches. Just remember to scan the servers at some point. Mr. Becker will blow his top if I don't make sure you checked him. I'm telling you, this is incredible. Just type in your search. He's never been charged? Well, that's hard to believe. There's a neat feature you can try. See who attempted to access his file before you did. Maybe that'll help us.
Officer Briggs.
Briggs? That must be the last lead that he checked before going missing. So his case led him to the Street Vultures territory? Maybe those two cases are connected after all. I'll have to report this to Sergeant Reed.
And I am on my way.
There's nothing I can say to stop you, is there?
No.
Well, then instead I'll say, go kick ass for Lewis.
I am detecting a malfunction.
Huh? That doesn't seem right.
This server is compromised.
Good thing you noticed it. It could lead to the loss of important data. I'll make sure Mr. Becker knows what a tremendous job you did here.
We need to be on guard. OCP is trying to smuggle more of their staff into our ranks.
You're right. Can't trust them. God knows what sort of. Let's stay
Ah, RoboCop. I was looking everywhere for you. I wanted to say that this is an incredible honor for me. But, you know, I get the feeling you don't see eye to eye with Mr. Becker. Yet, despite the position I'm in, I'll do my best to assist you in any way I can. So, what are you doing here?
I am going to Highland Park.
Isn't that Street Vulture's turf?
That is where the lead took Briggs. It could be connected to Wendell.
Oh, man. That's exactly what Mr. Becker told me you shouldn't do. It's my duty to stop you. Is it even safe for you to go? I mean, think of yourself. You keep malfunctioning, right? What if something happens again?
Hey, Murphy, I found this on the back seat of your cruiser. It's for you.
I can't let you go. Is there some sort of a command for that? RoboCop, off. RoboCop, stay. Hey, all cops have to follow rules. Especially you. You're a cop and a machine, so you can't go. Your systems won't allow it. Right?
Wrong.
RoboCop? RoboCop? Don't do this to me. Not on my first day.
I know you're listening. There is still time to stop and turn back. The street vultures are territorial and vicious. You wouldn't want to be caught on their turf, especially by their leader, Spike. You know, I'm reading that he's known to be exceptionally savage. Apparently none of his enemies got out of Highland Park alive.
I will be the first.
I'm gonna get fired.
RoboCop va détruire 40-0. Ah ouais, je suis occupé, j'ai été. Ah putain, ils sont en train de brouiller des arbres. Ah putain.
Finding a missing police officer there will be like looking for a needle in a haystack. I'm looking at the map of this place and it's huge. There's no way you can investigate without being noticed. Street vultures are the biggest gang in Detroit.
I have a large supply of bullets.
Je suis en train de travailler sur mon double setup parce que j'en ai marre, ce PC il a du mal avec la carte graphique avec le nouveau jeu. Ouais, elle prend feu. Ouais bah oui, saloperie. Bah oui, c'est une saleté. Je te dis. J'ai que tu l'as dit, les câbles sont pas conçus pour supporter une seule tension que ça. Nvidia n'en a rien à foutre de toute façon. Mais est-ce que les gens, si vous entendez le bruit de... broyeur, c'est en train de casser et tailler les arbres. Tailler les arbres, tailler les l'ail à l'usine d'un côté, ça fait un bordel monstre. Mais ce soir, si tout va bien, on va faire du Call of Duty Mode Zombie toute la soirée. Avec Grand Zéro si un jour il l'a. À partir des prochaines, de toute façon, on aura les jeux Activision sur console gratuit. Ouais bah Call of Duty sera, tu verras.
Abandoned squad car sighted. It could belong to Officer Briggs.
I can't report it based on your assumption. I'm already in enough trouble.
There is blood on the seat.
I mean, it's possible it belongs to someone else.
Bullet holes in the bodywork.
Every cop car in the precinct has bullet holes.
OCP tracking device torn out.
That's why no one knew where to look.
I am going to follow the blood trail leading from the car.
I know you really want to find Briggs, but the trail might as well belong to any of those bikers. I'm urging you to discontinue this search.
Negative.
Il y a des caisses partout dans le jeu.
Look out! It's RoboCop! Get ready to roll.
Ouais, ça fume le spa. Un bon circuit ça. C'est un vieux circuit ça. Je sais pas. Bon, ça fouillait partout dans RoboCop. Mais il me trouvait tout un tas de bordel. Je suis sûr qu'il sera sous Game Pass dans pas longtemps. Alors tu vois. J'aime pas trop. Éliminer les menaces. Oui, j'ai... On peut toujours rêver. C'est ta femme qui va acheter ça. Voilà, tu comptes, t'en sors 3-4, ça fait un peu cher au bout d'un moment. Hein.
Flank him! Get the fucker!
Oh, il va demander à sa femme de payer.
Look, I've got no weapons.
I am looking for a police officer.
Hey, I don't know anything. I'm just an accountant.
He was brought here.
There is always so much happening around here. I tend to focus on my work. I wouldn't remember.
Would you like me to refresh your memory?
No!
Faut que je rafraîchisse la mémoire.
Police officer, I get you. You're right. Not
Il y a
long
un
ago,
circuit
they
qu'on ne
brought
fait
him
plus
here.
parce qu'il a été fermé
He was
parce qu'il est
already
trop
in
dangereux,
real
il est
bad
très long.
shape.
Je le dirais,
I
mais
kinda felt for the
c'est pas mal.
Where is he?
Non, il y a un circuit qui est fermé, on le fait plus dans les circuits, même dans les courses on le fait plus.
But I don't know where.
Non, non, je
I'm
sais plus
telling
où
the
qu'il est, non,
truth.
je sais plus
I
quel
only
pays.
deal with numbers. If you
Il
need
s'en sert
any
que pour
more
faire
info on your friend,
des essais.
Try the warehouse office. It's on the west side of the
Oh
mill.
non, non, Le Mans il existe toujours. C'est même plus les 24 heures du Mans maintenant, c'est même plus vrai. Voilà.
Do not move until I return.
No problem. If anyone finds me cuffed up here, I will look as tough as the others.
Ils ont diminué le temps parce qu'avec la pollution et tout. Bon,
Are you ready to come back to the precinct?
Negative. A wounded officer, perhaps Briggs, was
C'est pas une
moved
heure
to
maintenant, ça
another
finit plus
location.
que ça. C'est.
I have a thug's
Il roule plus la nuit,
testimony.
je crois.
Proceeding to the enemy command center.
On appelle plus ça, moi j'appelle plus ça 24 heures du Mans. Et 24 heures avant,
I am
c'était il
hoping
tournait
for
jour et
it.
nuit, exprès pour montrer l'endurance du moteur.
You're hopeless.
Ah bah tout le temps, mais c'était pour montrer l'endurance du moteur. Ton moteur, il fallait qu'il soit capable de tourner 24 heures complet.
That whole area is out of police jurisdiction.
Oui, bah ça commence à se faire. Les Formule 1, c'est pareil. Hein. Ils sont hybrides. Hein. Il y a des, ils sont semi-électriques, semi-essence.
And I'm sure you, Becker's standpoint is.
I hope.
Starting to understand
D'accord,
why
les
he
mecs sont
hired
sortis
me.
du mur.
You're a handful.
Ouah, grenier de la nuit, spécialiste en explosifs. Donc il est mort? Je crois pas. Ah. Bon bah le mec il... Peu de temps, les gens se retirent ici.
Aren't you getting lonely, knight in shining armor? Probably wondering when someone's coming to help you. And why no one will. For heroes, it's their cemetery.
Oh là là, il est en train de bugger Robocop. Ah, ça recommence. Stalker le plus attendu. Grande photo qui doit être parlé. Ils doivent le dire cette semaine pour le présenter dans quelques jours. Au mois de décembre, je crois. Ouais, là, il doit être présenté cette semaine. Le nom va être dévoilé cette semaine. Cette semaine, ils vont présenter le nom. Et au mois de décembre, on va avoir une vidéo exclusive du jeu. Voilà. Pour l'instant, on l'appelle GTA 6 parce que... mais on aura le vrai nom cette semaine, soi-disant. Il se rappelle de son passé. Il faut créer son propre... Faut qu'ils mettent des serveurs vraiment privés, que tu payes tant et puis c'est fini. Pas de machin là, de... GTA RP c'est de la merde. Faut savoir coder le truc, c'est ingérable. Il y en a qui disent ouais mais en RP c'est bien, c'est pas mal. GTA RP ça m'intéresse pas. Je sais pas faire du roleplay. RPS. T'aimes bien l'RPS?
I knocked his fucking tooth out.
Well, cop, now we know you won't be leaving here in one piece.
You won't either.
Hey, you're spoiling my mood again. I don't like it when cops wander around. Cops mean trouble. And trouble upsets me. So really, this is your fault.
Il y en a qui voulaient faire du RP sur Cyberpunk, mais pour l'instant on peut pas, il n'y a pas de multijoueur. Ouais, ça aussi, Star Citizen, il y en a qui t'en font. Mais en... bah, il est en cours de développement, faut attendre que la version sorte et puis c'est fini.
We're vultures. You need carrion. We're up to the job, no
Ouais, mais oui, mais c'est un jeu le plus ambitieux qui existe. Parce que ce qu'elle a expliqué, c'est t'as le serveur principal, tu vois, le serveur du jeu principal, et des multiples serveurs qui vont être autour. Donc t'as un serveur uniquement pour les armes, un serveur uniquement pour les vaisseaux, un serveur uniquement pour les tenues. Et dès que tu vas te dire, tiens, tac, hop, ça va se connecter au serveur, ça va chercher, et hop, il t'envoie directement. Et c'est pas mal leur truc. Ils veulent regrouper tous les serveurs, ils veulent tout faire en. Comme ça, s'ils rajoutent des vêtements, t'as pas besoin de faire une grosse mage au niveau de ton serveur principal. Tu fais une mage au niveau des serveurs des vêtements et on va. Mais ils pensent parce que actuellement, c'est des serveurs globaux qui existent. Donc en serveur global, t'es obligé de faire couper le serveur complet pour faire la mise à jour. Après, quand tu vois des vaisseaux à 10, 20 ou 30 000 euros, quand t'as 20 000 euros le vaisseau, ça fait cher. Ah, ça c'est.
Your readings are off the charts. What happened?
I found a tape of Briggs being tortured. Their boss Spike was in on it, together with Wendell Antonowski.
Did you say he was tortured?
Yes.
Eh ben oui, c'est ça.
No way out and no backup.
That sounds so messed up.
They used him as prey. They mentioned a
Ouais, mais ça
quarry.
paye le jeu. Ça paye le développement actuellement.
Okay, let me have a look.
C'est en achetant le vaisseau que les mecs se payent le développement.
It's just north of your position.
On my way.
RoboCop, I really hope you find him.
Oh, je vais pas être obligé de désinstaller. C'est pas pareil, je l'ai désinstallé et je l'ai pas réinstallé. Moi aussi. Je m'intéresse plus au jeu. Ah, ils veulent la rentabilité, du pognon, du pognon, du pognon. Au détriment des joueurs. Ah, on est en moto. On n'entend plus parler, c'est pareil, c'est un autre. Depuis que Michel Ancel est parti, on n'entend plus parler. Depuis que Michel Ancel est parti du projet. T'auras Assassin's Creed Nexus aussi. T'auras l'interface HUD. Leur récupérer tous les Assassin's Creed. Moi je trouve que vous avez pas de mal à regrouper tous les nouveaux Assassin's Creed ensemble. Non, non. Là, tous les nouveaux seront reliés ensemble. Tous les futurs Assassin's Creed sont reliés ensemble. Pas celui qu'on a joué, non. Mirage non plus. Mirage sera pas relié pour l'instant.
You're there. That's the quarry. I hope you find Briggs.
I will not stop until I do.
Oh, so you think you're a tough guy, huh? If you really think you got the guts, come on. You'll love our place in the Northwest. It's the Robocoop smuggling operation. And I'm telling you now, there's plenty. And let's not forget the other one in the north. It's filled with them crazy drugs we skipped off those stupid punks.
En plus, t'as une pénalité.
He's clearly prepared an ambush for you. That's why you won't try to go there, right? Right?
Ouais, moi je suis pas loin, je suis à 2 heures de route de circuit. Quelqu'un en avait parlé de ça. Les gens s'en vont. Ils partent en vacances. C'est comme ça. Pour la nuisance sonore, et bah. C'est pour ça qu'ils roulent plus la nuit non plus, c'est pour les nuisances sonores et tout. Oh, chut, chut, chut. J'écoute parce que là il y a des bruits. Ouais, au début, faut pas. Moi, je l'aimais pas. Pas des 2 chevaux. Oh, oui, pourrait. Ouais, tu pourrais pas. Ça dépend de la voiture.
Just make sure to stay vigilant. This is clearly a trap.
Non, ils ont modifié le circuit parce qu'ils... À cause de l'accident, bah... Oui, mais je sais, justement. Non, et même le mec, le pilote est mort. Je crois que le pilote était mort. C'est de la fibre de carbone. Ah bah ça tue hein. Il y avait eu, oui, il y a eu un grave accident, c'était la voiture s'avait retourné à cause d'un défaut dans la route je crois. C'est un micro défaut hein. Non, un micro, je crois que c'était un micro défaut dans la route. Ou sur la voiture, il y a eu quelque chose, la voiture s'avait retourné elle-même. Ah bah les pneus sont conçus par Michelin. C'est eux, hein, c'est Michelin qui les fabrique. Même les Formule 1, c'est Michelin. Il n'y a que Michelin qui les fabrique. Il n'y a que eux qui savent les faire. Michel. Je pense.
How the hell is she still alive? I have a feeling this night ain't over.
Ouais. Ouais. Non. Défaillant système, je suis mort. Ah putain, il faut tout recommencer. Oh la vache, enfoiré.
Just make sure to stay vigilant. This is clearly a trap.
On aime bien le hors-piste. Ah non, 24 tours c'est rien ça. Oh je sais plus, c'est énorme. 24 tours c'est ce qu'une Formule 1 fait je crois. À 300 km/h ils n'ont pas longtemps à faire le tour de la piste, je te le dis moi. Ouais c'est pour ça je te dis. Non, j'ai pas regardé la vidéo. Ils n'avaient pas la technologie qu'on a maintenant. légende. Oh, j'aime bien. Sylvester Stallone. Arnold Schwarzenegger aussi. Qui est vraiment pas mal. Hein. Oui, c'est ça, comment non, Arnold Schwarzenegger, c'est un culturiste au début. Ouais, ah oui, il explique hein, ce qu'il a fait. Hein. Maintenant, il a arrêté, mais. Mais c'est grâce à une rencontre qu'il a fait que il est devenu le grand acteur, monsieur Arnold Schwarzenegger.
How was it? Was that a risk worth taking?
I have destroyed the supply of drugs.
Spike must have felt confident about his small army. So I'm guessing you're ready for round 2?
Ah, mais ils ont pris un coup de vieux.
I am going for a knockout.
Putain, aïe. Pas. Dédé! C'est Dédé, les rangs. Bon, t'as pas le droit. D'accord, je peux pas tirer à travers une fenêtre. K2000. Ah, c'était une bonne série ça. Oh la vache, ton limite. Regardez, moi je regarde la série, je retrouve la série. Ah mais se mettre en jambe un peu. Qui n'aime pas trop les films, ça peut aider. Hein. RoboCop contre Superman. Grande Zéro contre RoboCop. Je pense que tu fais de la... C'est des coups chaculaires encore. Oh là là. Ça va mal finir. Ouais, ne joue pas à ça. Encore au bout d'un moment, il va faire stop. Là, tu vas dormir, tu vas te coucher plus vite et puis hop. Ouais, Attendez les gens, je vais faire une petite pause. Je vais aux toilettes. Ah, tu t'en souviens de ça? C'est la pause pipi chez Faror. C'est la pause pipi, c'est la pause pipi. Di, 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 di. Oh putain, qu'est-ce qu'il nous fait? Et là, et maintenant, c'est avec autre chose, je sais plus quoi. Le machin pour. On fait produit pour machin, produit pour truc muche. Carcrass. Tu connais pas Carcrass? Carcrass. Carcrass répare. Carcrass en place. Carclass. Carclass. Carcrass. La pansement des héros. Orangina. Mais pourquoi est-il autant méchant? Le meilleur c'était au-delà du réel. Ne réglez pas votre téléviseur. Nous contrôlons l'horizontale et verticale. Ah putain, c'était bien ça. Ou la trilogie du samedi qui était pas mal. C'est là que j'ai connu du charme. Ouais.
RoboCop, your body temperature is very low. Are you okay?
Il est mort.
I am in the freezer.
What is a freezer even doing there?
They used it to store Briggs' body.
Oh.
Bah, je suis tombé sur une usine de Maccabée.
He was not the only victim.
Ouais.
More bodies? That's insane. I'm getting you back up, even if it gets me in trouble.
The only person who should expect trouble is Spike.
Y'a aucune femme dans le truc? Bizarre. Tu vois les modi... Ouais, c'est dernier, c'est vendredi, jeudi ou vendredi. Dernier épisode. Là, c'est le final de la saison 2. Ouais. Ouais, mais ils ont décidé parce que de le mettre comme ça, parce que c'était plus rentable.
RoboCop, all available patrol cars are coming to support you. I've
Hein?
told them to meet you by the old workers building. According to reports, it's part of their headquarters.
Voilà.
And RoboCop, I'm sorry it took so long.
C'est pas.
I hope you can forgive me for the freshman attitude. I was just trying to do my best.
Les trois héroïnes. Miss Marvel, l'autre, Captain Marvel, et la troisième je connais pas. Non, je sais plus. Il y a Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel et non, non plus. D'accord, je tire dessus en même temps. Oh non, c'est fini, moi. Faut pas qu'il fasse ça parce que ça chierait un sacrément. Je pense que les joueurs se retourneraient contre les éditeurs. Bon, c'est con. Non, tu fais 6 tours et après tu t'en vas. Tu peux t'en monter et on s'en va. Comme dirait ça, comme dans les trois frères.
RoboCop, all available patrol cars are coming to support you. I've told them to meet you by the old workers building. According to reports, it's part of their headquarters. And RoboCop, I'm sorry it took so long. I hope you can forgive me for the freshman attitude. I was just trying to do my best.
Oui. Il va chez Ikea. Dis-toi qu'ils ont des bons meubles quand même, mais chez Ikea. Putain, et je tire dessus, le machin, il prend même pas. Ça, c'est bien. Ils sont pas faciles à viser, les mecs. Facile à viser. En plus, on a un fusil de merde qui sait pas tirer le machin. Ouais, à travers le mur, ouais, c'est ça. À travers le mur, ouais, à travers le mur. À travers le mur, le machin il m'a réussi. À travers un bout de mur. Bon, je vais chercher l'autre arme.
I was just trying to do my best.
Inflige de lourds dégâts, bah oui.
I don't think you get it. This city needs us. We're transforming death and decay into life. That was the deal. I can hear the cavalry coming. I don't know how you did it, but I'll make sure you won't be leaving this place alive.
Ouais, à travers un mur. À travers un putain de mur, ouais, je veux bien. Du moment ça peut le bullshiter leur truc. Il est taxé. On va essayer certains accès par là. Ah, avec celui-là, il va faire des dégâts. Oui. Passage ici, bizarre, je crois qu'il y en avait un.
Murphy, this is Manson. We've cornered the bikers in the mill, but we could use some help. We're at the southeast gate.
Acknowledged. On my way.
Hey, Robo!
Ça c'est de la merde.
Good, you're here. We're standing our ground. The bikers have retreated to the yard behind that big gate. Now, let's decide on the strike team.
I go on my own. No need to risk lives.
OCP has supplied us with an ED 209. Maybe you could make use of it, even if it is just for cover.
RoboCop, can I have a moment of your time?
Can you leave him alone, lady? You caused him enough trouble already.
Hey, I just want the people to know what's going on in their city.
Can't say she isn't good at what she does. She got here before us. Anyway, it's up to you. If you need a bit of time to speak with her or wrap up anything else around here, it's not a problem. Those bikers aren't going anywhere. But if you're ready to go, Ed 209 is here for your support. Just say the word.
I need more time.
No worries. We got him boxed in.
Hey, just spare me a second. Thank you for coming over. Could you tell the Channel 9 viewers what you're struggling with here today?
Are you looking for more footage of me malfunctioning?
Don't think poorly of me for recording that. People want to see how their hero's holding up.
I am just a police officer.
Modesty. A rare feature in this city. I'm not against you. It's the OCP that's my target.
You are a troublemaker.
At least I do it for the truth.
And I do it for justice.
Then we seem to be not that far apart. We had a rocky start, but it wasn't personal. I'm only here to show the truth before others try to cover it up. Don't you think we owe that to the people of the city?
I do. The steel mill is the hideout for the street vultures, a gang of bikers who have committed multiple homicides. They have barricaded themselves in the factory's yard along with their leader. We are preparing to go in.
Thank you. In that case, I will not hold you any longer, unless there's anything you would like to add.
Do you consider the entire OCP to be corrupt?
Believe me, I really wish someone could change my mind about that rotten den. Who knows? Maybe it can be you.
Have you been following my actions?
You're kinda hard to miss. But the first time when you truly caught my attention was when you sent Dick Jones to his grave. Up until that point, I didn't know you could act against a senior executive. That was something.
My duty awaits.
Of course.
Ready to get this cop killer?
Their time...
Good luck, Murphy.
Ed 209 and RoboCop fighting hand in hand? I can't wait to see how this goes.
The prey!
Down your weapon!
Bastard shot! 15 seconds to comply.
Way to go, RoboCop! Oh, I can't wait to tell everyone at the precinct how you kicked Ed's
Robocop
ass.
gagne. Bah alors. Robocop n'est jamais un perdant. Robocop c'est toujours un gagnant. Robocop c'est le meilleur.
I'm guessing you're close to catching Spike. Maybe he could lead us to Wendell. If those two struck a secret deal, no wonder Wendell ditched the punks. Anyway, be careful in there. I wouldn't be surprised if that slime had more tricks up his sleeve.
Oui, Jean. Comme ici, la galère. Ah, celui-là, je le garde. Je vais faire des gros dégâts avec.
Carrion spotted!
Bon, pratique.
There's gotta be a way out of this. It can't end like this.
Murphy, you got the cop killer.
You decided to trespass on our turf, and that shit doesn't fly with us.
What's that noise?
Please put down your weapon. You have 20 seconds to comply.
The situation is under control.
You now have 15 seconds to comply.
Stand back.
I'll do one better, cop. I'm out of here.
You now have 5 seconds to comply. 4,
I said
3,
everything is under control.
1.
Ed,
I am
stand
now
there.
authorized to use physical force. Put down your weapon.
Hey, what's going on over there?
I am under attack.
What? Okay. Let me see if I can help. I'm pretty sure I saw documentation here in the precinct. Be right back. Okay, listen to this. Apparently, N209's speaker cover is often reported compromised after field duty. Why don't you try making that your target?
réussi à bloquer. Ah, j'ai bloqué dans le poteau. Vas-y, mais abuse. Il a tué un agent, c'est un peu de machin.
What the hell happened here?
Ed 209 malfunctioned.
Is he still alive?
I'm afraid not.
OCP sent us a malfunctioning unit. I bet they did that on purpose. And what about the other cop killer? Where did Spike go?
Wherever he went, justice will find him.
Bon, j'ai eu un coup de chance, le robot a planté.
I am looking for a female officer who arrived yesterday with a gunshot wound.
You need to be a little more specific, honey.
Her name is Lewis. She is in a coma.
Ah, second floor. Take the elevator.
My wife. She was with me when they started shooting. I'm sorry. Oh, no.
Sir, you're not allowed in there. That's the VIP section of the hospital.
But there's so much room in there, and we're all cramped up in this little space.
Sir, please calm down.
Hey, Murphy. She's right here.
Another visitor? She's in a stable condition. You know, some think that people in her state can hear what's happening around them even if they don't respond. Why don't you try talking to her? Now, I'll leave you two alone.
Hello, Lewis. Allow me to update you on our case. I know you would hate to be behind on the investigation. I found Officer Briggs. He is dead. Wendell Antonowski has the street vultures collecting bodies. His intent is not clear. I opened your present. It helped. Thank you. I could really use your advice, Lewis.
Take the body downstairs.
But there's no more room in the morgue.
Didn't you hear someone stole a bunch of bodies over the weekend?
A corpse thief? What is this world coming to?
Lewis, you always find a way to help.
I'll keep her safe. Don't you worry about her.
What's your blood pressure?
Ouh là là.
I've got 40 pow.
Course VFib. Okay, we gotta shock him.
Let's get the ambu bag.
Stand clear. Shock him.
Clear.
All right, no pulse. Let's go intracardiac epinephrine.
Okay, everybody, clear.
Stand clear. All right, I think that's all we can do. Let's call it. What's the time?
6:15.
RoboCop, what a surprise. I'm guessing you're here about the missing bodies? No one from the police has come to talk to us yet. I suppose you're preoccupied with the living rather than the dead.
Tell me about the case.
Usually, we're pretty packed. There are even some bodies that have been here since Christmas. But a couple of nights ago, someone broke into the hospital and stole 30 of them. It's been a blessing in disguise, really. We've got so many unclaimed bodies that I feel like I'm starting to form relationships with them.
Is there any link between the bodies?
Actually, there is. Our thieves were very picky. All of the corpses had their brains intact. They didn't take a single corpse that had documented brain trauma. I've got to say, they were very thorough.
Anything else?
That's it for me, but talk to the security guard in the lobby. He should know more. Now that I'm looking at you, didn't I work on you? I recognize that jawline.
Des cadavres avec des cervelles qui s'enlèvent. On a une expérience encore. Comme RoboCop. Ils essaient de recopier RoboCop, on dirait.
Finally, I've been called.
What do you know about the disappearance at the morgue?
Sure, I know I'm just a security guard, but I know how you operate. I've seen the shows, so let me break it down for you the way you'd understand. I estimate the incident occurred at around 300 hours. Multiple perps entered the GMH from the east and then proceeded to the BLE. Then most likely used the EFS to get down to the MORGUE.
What can you tell me about the perps?
We caught their leader.
You caught him? Where is he?
Oh, I mean on camera. There it is. Caucasian male, late 40s, dapper dresser, if I can say so myself.
That was very helpful. Thank you for your cooperation.
No problem. Just because I don't have a badge or a service weapon or a cruiser and partner or even a bulletproof vest, that doesn't mean that I can't be of help to the police.
Oui, c'est ça, il vous le dit si vous avez oublié quelque chose.
Good to see you in one piece, Robo. Mr. Becker wasn't happy when he heard about your little trip to Highland Park. But between you and me, what you did was quite impressive. Maybe it wasn't an authorized mission, but it can still give us an idea of how your systems are holding up. So, let's see how you did.
Pas mal.
Thank you for your cooperation. What's all the commotion?
On peut changer de carte mère. Ça, c'est celle que j'ai. Catégorie 2, 3, 1, 3, 2. Alors. On va travailler, hein. On va trier un peu le... Excusez-moi. Excusez-moi. Hello, hello, ouais. Alors, attends, parce que là je suis occupé. Faut pas que je fasse de conneries. Sinon, j'active des malus, on va dire. Malus bonus. Avec ma mère qui fait que me parler, qui m'appelait toutes les 2 secondes. Là, il faudra... Putain, chaque fois je me trompe de touche. J'ai pas regardé grande, j'ai pas eu le temps de regarder, comme je suis sur PC, j'ai pas eu le temps de regarder pour l'instant, je regarderai après. J'essaie de pas avoir trop de malus. Enfin, bien plutôt garder pour celui-là. 13%, je vais garder plutôt pour là. Il faut que j'en trouve un qui... J'espère. Voilà.
This is not the time. You all know the procedure by now. Officer Cecil will gather Briggs' belongings and deliver them to the family. They asked for a small funeral, so I expect everyone to give the family space.
Briggs was one of us. We should at least do something to honor him.
Best thing we can do is get those butchers that did this to him. I want to see everyone in the briefing room in 10 minutes. Now back to work.
Hey, Murphy. You've been to the hospital, haven't you? How's Lewis?
Unconscious, but stable.
She'll pull through. I'm sure of it.
It's time to hold OCP accountable. This can't keep happening.
Relax, Kaplan.
He's not wrong.
How many more of us have to end up in the hospital or a morgue before we do something?
It's like Sarge said, we need to get the guy who did it, so maybe let's focus on that? Speaking of which, there's someone who might know something. There's a guy in the jail that wants to talk to you, Robo. See you later in the briefing room.
In other news, Mayor Kuzak suffers another humiliation during his mayoral campaign. The hats that he gave away to the homeless citizens in July
Not again. Why am I always the one that has to do it? It's not fair.
What is it, officer?
Huh? I didn't realize I was talking out loud. It's just that I need to hang Briggs's picture on the memorial wall. It's just a lot. Hey, would you be so kind and help me? All you have to do is find Briggs's photo in the database and print it out. Just make sure to hang it straight. Otherwise, I won't hear the end of it from Sarge. Thanks, Murphy. I still need to go get his stuff, so, I'm gonna take care of the desk, but could you get his belongings from his locker? You can put everything in the box. I'll make sure his family gets it. I usually do all of this alone, and it doesn't get any easier no matter how many times I do it. But having you share this responsibility with me, it actually helped. Thank you, Murphy.
Welcome back, Robo. You have a minute? First of all, I wanted to say I'm sorry that I hesitated back at that steel mill. I already filed a report on the incident to Mr. Becker.
Fucking rat.
As I was writing it, I noticed a lot of opportunities to better myself. But considering that was our first mission together, it wasn't all bad, right?
You helped plenty.
Still a long way to go. I've been getting to know different aspects of being a cop, and there's one thing that I keep underperforming at. It's shooting. would you mind showing me how you practice at the range?
Yes, practice makes perfect. Let us not waste any more time.
You want to go now? Yeah, great. Let's go. I love the smell of this room. Should we start? First, I want to watch you practice. Can I comment now? I can't help myself. That was awesome.
We are not done yet.
Right. This has to be some sort of record.
It is not.
Bon, j'ai pas fait un grand sport.
I took so many notes.
Next time, do it quietly. Eliminate distractions. Being overeager is one of them.
Ah, so that's the actual lesson. Now I get it.
Is your service weapon properly prepared?
I was issued this old gun and serviced it according to the manual.
I will try it out.
Sure thing. There you go. Is everything okay?
Your service weapon. It is beyond.
But
A cop must be ready. Get a different gun.
sure. Thank you, Robo.
There's my favorite law enforcement officer.
Why are you in this cell?
I come here to think sometimes, and the food is better than in the soup kitchen.
That is resourceful.
Why, thank you. I try very hard to not try at all. But seriously, I was hoping to see you. I heard what happened to Briggs. After everything he did for me, I'll do whatever I can to help you catch that Wendell guy. He seems pretty good at pitting people against each other. Maybe I'll find some of his dissatisfied customers who'll be willing to talk to me.
It could be dangerous.
You kidding? On the streets, I'm a samurai. Well, with Briggs dead, it probably makes me more of a...
You are not a Ronin.
Yeah, okay. Just remember, if you need anything, I'm your guy.
Thanks to RoboCop's insubordination, we finally have something concrete.
At your service.
Wendell Antonowski struck a deal with the street vultures at Highland Park.
A place where, for some reason, we weren't supposed to go.
Be that as it may, we're on the lookout for anyone from this biker gang. We also know what he's looking for.
Yeah, dead bodies.
Dead bodies whose brains are still intact, to be precise.
Wow, that's even more messed up. Why would he need them?
We'll get to the whys, but for now we need to focus on catching Spike. He's our connection to Wendell Antonowski. Since they know we're onto them, I'm expecting them to be in hiding.
Je vais bientôt m'arrêter, hein. Je m'arrête à 17h.
They're not hiding. Put on Channel 9.
What in the hell?
I repeat, OCP Bank is being robbed by the notorious street vultures. We'll keep trying to get closer for a better view.
All right, everyone pack up. I want you all to be at SWAT's disposal.
Sergeant, am I back on the case?
I don't think Becker will give me grief if I let you go save OCP's money. You're reinstated. Everyone, move out!
On doit sauver le CP. Oh putain, il ressort de cette merde.
Oh, look at that. One of the cops was actually bothered to show up. No need, SWAT's got it covered.
What is the situation?
Vultures came up with the great idea of robbing the OCP bank. They've got hostages, and they claim there's a bomb. They must be crazy to think that OCP will just let them leave with their money.
Was there any sighting of Spike?
Not yet. But I'm sure they wouldn't pull such a stunt without their leader.
What is the plan?
Let me make this clear. It's SWAT's plan. You're no part of it.
Then you are going to need a new plan.
With this buggy brain of yours, you think you still remember how to put the heat on them scumbags?
I prefer to serve justice cold.
Contact! Contact!
Let's show our metal friend how it's done, boys.
They don't stand a chance!
Well done. RoboCop, open the gate for the Ed 209 units. We'll secure the area.
Please put down your weapon.
I can see your bank job turned out to be quite intense. Ed 209's behaving themselves?
So far, so good.
You should be heading towards the vault. It's through the office area. There's an armored gate in lockdown mode in front of you. Find a way to get past it. Try finding the weakest spot in the wall around the gate and breach through that.
Il est en bleu. Hein. Il est pas content. Ah, je crois qu'on a la balle. Il se venir là, mais. Attendez, on va recommencer. Je pense qu'on a un petit bug.
Well done. RoboCop, open the gate for the Ed 209 units. We'll secure the area.
C'est là, prévu.
Please put down your weapon.
I can see your bank job turned out to be quite intense. Ed 209's behaving themselves?
So far, so good.
You should be heading towards the vault. It's through the office area.
Ah, ça va être bon.
There's an armored gate in lockdown mode in front of you. Find a way to get past it. Try finding the weakest spot in the wall around the gate and breach through that.
Ah oui, d'accord, trouver le point faible. Ok. RoboCop a
With
gagné.
all that fancy tech, a brick would
OCP
know how
peut
to shoot.
s'explorer.
RoboCop, I've received information that the bank manager is held hostage in the vault.
Where exactly is it?
Find the manager's office, and we'll go from there. It's at the far end of the office area.
Your presence here is unauthorized.
So is depriving thousands of people of a roof over their heads. But OCP doesn't seem to mind that.
Explain.
Delta City. A heaven on earth that OCP plans to build in place of old Detroit? A city of the future where there is no crime or poverty. Do you believe the commercials?
Unrealistic plans are not a crime.
But the ways by which they're pursued may be. In order to create Delta City, OCP must first get rid of people who live in old Detroit. Now that's a topic I'd rather do a story on than you glitching. OCP offered these people investment in the project. The value of their property would cover the cost of entering the business. The later gains will far outweigh the cost, supposedly.
You do not believe that.
It's OCP. There must be a catch, and I think I found it. The documents say something about additional costs. I believe that's a loophole that OCP placed in order to scam people out of their homes.
That is only suspicion.
And I need time to prove that my suspicion is true. Time and some of these documents I found. If you detain me, the SWAT jerks will requisition them.
You can go, but if you continue to disobey the law, you will be detained.
Maybe I should have treated you more like a police officer than OCP's property. Anyway, the city owes you. And I owe you too.
I can see you've reached the manager's office. Great. Now look for a switch that unlocks the doors that lead to the vault. If I was a bank manager, I would probably ask now, take the doors behind the desk and turn left. The way to the vault should be open now.
I will not contribute to depriving my grateful employer of his hard-earned savings.
We're opening this vault with or without your help, you old nut job.
RoboCop! I knew our founder would send his best.
We're not done yet.
Mr. Becker, you're still alive.
I only played dead, so I didn't end up like you, with a bomb strapped to my body.
RoboCop, you have to defuse it. The explosion could cause the company enormous losses.
I need the support of a combat engineer.
I saw that Orpheus kid playing puzzle games on his breaks. Ask him for help. I'll be watching you. From a safe distance.
Officer Washington, I am looking at a ticking bomb.
A bomb? Okay, I'm passing you through to the bomb squad.
There is no time. I will need your help to defuse it.
Gosh, I mean, I'll do my best, but just give me a moment. First aid, kidnapping...
Are you looking for a bomb defusing chapter in the police manual?
Found it. First rule, call qualified personnel. Oh, no. Okay, tell me what you see.
Four connectors with different voltage.
What's the highest voltage?
24 volts. 4 cables, green, 2 reds, and blue.
4 cables? Got it.
It is a C4 explosive and seems to be homemade.
Yeah, that's what I'd expect from the street vultures.
Cables lead to the fuse.
Does the fuse appear to be electronic?
Affirmative.
Okay, so they used this kind of bomb before. According to the diagram, you should detach 3 cables. Start from the one with the highest voltage, then proceed down one at a time to the one with the lowest voltage.
There are 2 different color 12-volt cables. Which one do I detach first?
Okay, maybe this isn't the time, but I'm colorblind.
I will have to improvise.
Just remember, detach the one with the highest voltage first, then proceed down to the lowest voltage.
I will not contribute to...
RoboCop! I knew our founder would send his best.
We're not done yet.
Mr. Becker,
I need the support of...
Ça, ça, on a déjà vu.
Four cables, green, 2 reds, and blue.
4 cables? Got it.
4 connectors with different voltage.
What's the highest voltage?
24 volts. Cables lead to the fuse.
Does the fuse appear to be electronic?
Affirmative. It is a C4 explosive and seems to be homemade.
Yeah, that's what I'd expect. Okay, so they use this kind of bomb according to...
There are...
La plus basse tension, mais on a 2 fois 12 volts alors. Ah oui, d'accord, compris. Détacher le vert. Le vert, c'est le premier, ok. J'avais pas vu, il y a 2 fils rouges. C'est celui que j'ai détaché, c'est explosé. Attendez. Désamorcer. Je me suis trompé de fil.
It was just a minor incident. Ready to get back to business? 'Cause I need to make a withdrawal. Like now.
Et là, ils ont volé tout simplement.
Nonsense. This is OCP. Money comes first. Now, open the vault.
There you go, sir.
Et là, il y a plus rien dedans.
Now out of my way.
Ils ont piqué tout l'or.
What the hell is this? Where is all the money?
Our founder has most of our capital tied up in a very ambitious and resource-heavy project.
I can't believe old man's blowing all of OCP's money on Delta City.
Have some respect, young man.
Bottles? Back with the money in the next... We're leaving.
You should be proud to work for such a great man.
At this rate, soon there might be no one left to work for him. See what I'm talking about?
I am in pursuit of the remaining bikers. I have followed them into
So that's how they must have gotten here in the first place. It seems they're retreating into the old industrial area. That must be where they've hidden their getaway vehicle. You gotta hurry.
Un petit coup de jus et c'est reparti mon kiki. J'adore ce jeu. Oh, putain, j'adore. Compétence.
RoboCop, there's a deserted warehouse nearby. It's the only building with street access in the area, and it's big enough to store their vehicle. It's your best bet to proceed there.
Roger. Défaillant système, défaillant système. I am listening, creep.
RoboCop!
Why did Wendell Antonowski send you here? This was a suicide mission.
We no longer deal with that arrogant prick. We had an agreement. We held our end of it. And apparently it slipped his mind to pay us for our services. Well, that didn't sit well with us. So now we're out to get what we're owed.
The only thing you are owed is a prison cell.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm a vulture. I need my space. I'll see you around, cop.
There he is, the man of inventions.
Before the attack, we all thought our money would be safe at the OCP bank.
Yeah, glad we got Murphy on our team.
I have pertinent information regarding the case.
We'll get to that, Murphy. But right now, it's time for your psych evaluation. Becker will chew my ear off if I don't make sure you take part in it. So go. Dr. Blanche is already waiting in the observation room. Once it's over, join us in the briefing room.
What's the big idea?
Piece of junk taser blew the fuse when I tried to charge it. RoboCop, is that you? I can't see anything.
I am standing in front of you, Officer O'Neill. Is there a problem?
Oh, OCP skimps on everything when it comes to the police. Fired our maintenance guy to reduce their costs, so now we are literally in the dark.
We need to get the power back on.
I am equipped to deal with such situations.
Follow the cables. They should take you to the fuse box.
RoboCop fait même l'électricien. Il est tout... On va dire qu'il est tout terrain, ce mec. Au pif, hein.
Oh, that's Detroit's shining beacon of hope.
Thanks for the help, Murphy.
So it wasn't a mistake when they didn't send us insulated gloves.
I'm afraid not. Looks like OCP is really cutting costs where it can. God knows what they'll cut next.
Build a brand
Or who.
new city.
Hey,
where
what's that
Detroit
look
now
supposed to mean?
stands. Delta City is the only hope that we have.
I'm ready for you, Robo. All right, let's see what's cooking under the hood. Once I'm done, he's all yours, Doctor.
On va voir ce qu'il y a sous le capot. Le pauvre gars, je sais pas. RoboCop. Ta gueule grande.
Hello, RoboCop. Congratulations. I've seen your accomplishment on TV. I hope that I'll manage to remain professional despite sitting opposite a celebrity. How do you feel about being acclaimed as a hero again?
I serve the public trust. I do not do it for fame.
No. Your sense of duty is what drives you, that's clear. I'm sure you'd love to share this accomplishment with Anne Lewis. You've seen her at the hospital, haven't you? How is she?
She is stable.
You cherish that relationship, don't you? She's an important part of your life. Your past life, too.
She is.
Just like your family. You're very protective of your past.
OCP cut me off from my family.
And how do you view their decision to separate you from them?
They would not want to see me like this.
Perhaps not. But the alternative isn't much better. Nevertheless, you still think about them, don't you? What comes to mind when you try to remember your family? I see. Memories can be painful. Especially when they're connected to the ones you love. They tend to remind us of what we're missing. The thief that broke into my house I mentioned before? He was my brother. He was an addict who'd come over to steal things to sell so he could buy drugs. As you can imagine, my last memory of us together is not a happy one. But despite that, I still wouldn't want to lose it. It serves as a reminder of how I failed him. And I've been trying to rectify it ever since.
I do not remember my family. I can only feel them.
These feelings, how do they manifest themselves?
As echoes of the past. But OCP sees them as obstacles that need to be removed.
And now you're afraid that they sent me here to convince you they are right?
Did they?
What you need to understand is that regardless of outside influences, my client's well-being takes highest priority. Especially now that I understand how important these memories are to you, I will fight for you in every way I know how. If you let me. I think this is a good place to end this session. Thank you for your honesty. It certainly has been noted. I've got plenty to think about for now.
Trois points, la vache. On va finir déjà lui.
Yeah, just keep following the road.
But the road ends here.
What was that? You're breaking up.
Am I? I'm hearing you clearly.
Oh my god, what a lemon.
You two seem to be enjoying yourselves.
Just having a little fun with our fellow dispatcher.
Don't worry, I'm sure the kid has a sense of humor. It's just a little blue hazing. And he's an OCP stooge anyway.
You're not going soft on us, are you, Murphy?
That did not sound like fun.
It's not like he didn't deserve it.
You know that he runs tobacco with a stack of papers every time you two talk, right? He's a rat.
We're just looking out for you, Murphy.
All right. The situation at the bank was contained in a relatively smooth fashion.
Oh oui, je
So
pense.
what did we learn from it?
Là, il y a le,
When it's
les
their
machins
money
là.
on the line,
Comment, je sais plus
OCP will
comment,
send
bientôt là.
RoboCop, the entire SWAT team, and a bunch of Ed 209s
Au mois de
that
décembre, là, on a
actually
le truc.
Anything
Ouais,
else?
le petit trailer de Mass Effect,
Wendell
ouais.
Antonowski no longer deals with the street
Ouais, je pense que ça va être pour dans l'année prochaine
That's
ou dans un
right.
an.
There's been a rift in their midst and I
2024,
want to know why.
2025.
Spike has proven to be talkative under suitable
Ouais,
conditions.
c'est prévu.
That's why I want you all to head to the city and do
Ouais,
some
je pense
actual police work.
2024-2025.
We need to find Spike. The attack on OCP Bank was a desperate move. I'm sure there's plenty of theories floating around. So we need to listen to what the streets are saying to find where the vultures are hiding.
I know someone versed in street talk.
Talk to him. And oh, I almost forgot. Murphy, once you're downtown, the old man wants to meet with you.
The old man himself? What an honor.
Yeah, he's the closest Detroit has to real-life royalty. Maybe for saving him all that money, he'll knight you or something.
Enough. Head downtown, ask around, and most importantly, find Spike.
RoboCop! Over here! You wouldn't want to make the mayor of Detroit wait, would you?
May I help you, Mr. Mayor?
Oh, it's me who's gonna do the helping. You know John Mills, I presume? The OCP puppet who's gunning for my seat as mayor? I've heard from a reliable source that he's planning to make you the highlight of his election bid. Judging by your expressive face, he hasn't talked to you about it yet, huh? That's what I figured. What a slimy bastard. Using your image to influence the good people of this city, and without your consent? That's clearly something that I would never do. But you know that I've always appreciated what you're doing for our city, right? So, the real question is, what are we gonna do about it together?
I am not involved in politics.
Well, let's not get too hasty. You can still show support for me, right? We're on the same side. I need to go. Campaign season is busy, but let me leave you with one word of advice. Whatever you do, make it clear that you are not siding with Mills. You can be sure that they'll twist your every word and use it against you. That's what OCP does. Thanks for the talk, RoboCop. Say no to Delta City. Vote for the neighborhoods. Vote for Kuzak. RoboCop is getting a face-to-face with the old man himself? I tell him all about how the OCP is fucking us over.
Shiny. Got a job for you.
How are you feeling after the incident at the bank?
Who gives a shit? I heard that you're heading to the city. Once you're out there, I want you to check one apartment for me. There's suspicion of domestic terrorism and corporate espionage, so expect a warm welcome.
Should I assume hostility from the suspect?
I assume you'll find sensitive data there. Look for it thoroughly and make sure it comes straight back to my hands. Tenement across the street from the arcade, apartment 12. Now go, I've got to prepare for a meeting. And remember, if you won't take care of it, another cop will have to. Another cop that isn't quite as resistant to deadly surprises as you are.
Il croit que je vais lui redonner les documents, il peut se gratter. Lui, il a l'air bien. C'est un bon connard, mais bien fini. Je pense que ça de la politique détruire la ville, le vieux Détroit.
Hey, you. The old man is waiting for you upstairs. This entrance to the building is off limits. You have to use the staircase. Doesn't matter. The old man's waiting. So, it's true what they say. You do have some kind of defect.
Oh, it's good to see you, my boy. Leave us. I want to talk to him in private. You have to excuse me for not getting up. I'm in a rather unfortunate state. You did exceptional work at the bank. I want you to know that I am deeply grateful for your service to OCP and the city of Detroit. See, I grew up in this very apartment, or what's left of it. It used to be a thriving neighborhood. Nothing like what you see right now. I always dreamt of turning it into the most prosperous district in the city. A new heart of Detroit. Can you imagine? Or do you think it's just an old fool's pipe dream?
I agree with all city improvement plans that have the citizens' well-being in mind.
Glad to know you approve. Delta City's construction is about to start. Finally, the old and frail will be replaced with the new and strong. Decay and death are terrible things. You lose everything you worked for your entire life. But I don't have to tell you what that's like. It really makes me wonder, has the time you spent in that armor been a burden to you?
The only burden it causes is to criminal scum.
I admire your confidence. The real reason I've summoned you here is because I'm worried. I'm aware of your instability problems, and it's not a matter that we can overlook. That's why I've requested to have people look after you. Tell me, how are you finding your evaluations with Dr. Blanche?
I am happy to comply with any activity that improves effectiveness.
You're a good sport. I can imagine it's not a pleasant experience, but I can't express how much I'd like you to keep at it. I'm sure that becoming a liability is the last thing you'd want. Am I right?
That is correct.
Now we've reached an understanding. Tell me, is there anything I could do to put your mind at ease?
My partner has been severely wounded and is being treated at Gibson Memorial Hospital.
I'll make sure she gets the best care there is.
Thank you.
I have to say, you brought a lot of hope into this old man's heart. Now, excuse me. I'm not supposed to exert myself too much. Doctor's orders. And you can't argue with them. Take care of yourself. After all, the peace of Detroit...
Holy shit! What was that?
RoboCop.
Not such a piece of junk after all.
Hey, Murphy, are you done with the old man's tea party? Remember to get back in touch with your informer. See if he has any info that could get us back on the biker's lead. Spike is still out there.
Bon, on va attendre 6h. À 6h, je vais m'arrêter. Comme ça, je vais pouvoir télécharger. Si le truc est disponible.
Daddy, what was that?
Go back to your room, sweetheart. It's just someone on the staircase.
So OCP is ordering you to break into the apartment of a reporter they don't like? Any comment before I write a story on that?
I am here to investigate domestic terrorism.
OCP sent you to my safe house because they want to know what I have on them after the bank incident.
I assume there is more if you cannot store everything here. I found a rental bill for a locker in a storage facility.
Make up your mind. First you let me go at the bank, and now, when I'm actually starting to figure out what the OCP scam is all about, you show up and ruin this. Do you want to help OCP avoid liability?
Show me your evidence, and I will make the culprits regret their deeds.
So far, you're just making my road to the goal harder. It turns out I was right. That thing that OCP plans to do with charging residents of Old Detroit with additional costs, it is a loophole. It will lead to the illegal expulsion of thousands of people if you help OCP silence me.
Explain.
Not so fast. I need to be able to trust you first. At the bank, you proved that you are more than just a tool programmed to obey OCP, but now, the stakes are higher.
What is it that you expect?
Since you're here, I fully expect someone from OCP to go and check my locker. I need to protect what's inside, but there's a meeting I need to keep an eye on. Too much depends on it.
I will not be involved in the smuggling of contraband.
There's nothing illegal about my request. I need only one box from there. The one with the inscription Bakery on the corner. The rest you can leave to OCP to pick up. I need to just spring clean my out-of-date documents anyway. Call me once you secure the box.
Bon, on va s'arrêter là, parce que il va falloir que je parte. Putain, chier. Bon, je vous dis avancer plus, mais bon. On va s'arrêter là. Je vous remercie d'avoir suivi ce live sur RoboCop Rogue City. On se retrouve tout à l'heure pour Call of Duty. Il y a le mode zombie. Version. Sinon, on se retrouve demain. Demain après-midi, je pense, je sais pas. Parce que j'ai quelqu'un qui vient pour moi demain après-midi. On verra. Allez, sur ça, je vous souhaite une bonne soirée. Je vous dis à tout à l'heure si on a le mode zombie de Call of Duty. Et à la prochaine. Ciao.